The following contest is scheduled for TV time remaining and is a last man standing match where the only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent to where they cannot answer a count of 10. Introducing first, recently released from Shady Pines Mental Institution, weighing in at 206 pounds, Jack Banning!
It is main event time here in week one of Halston Body's Coastline Clash, but more fitting might be it's Maniac time.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe not a more scary individual than Jack Banning, stalking his way to the ring, eat the rich displayed across his back, and really emblematic for that is his target, Jordan Clearwater. And
if you don't think Banning's right at home in this style of matchup, you don't know Jack.
Yeah, Jack Banning is a different breed of guy. He is a vicious, vicious competitor. I'm not going to let my personal opinion of him get in the way of my job this evening, but I will say that Crazy it's a different kind of competitor because you don't know what they're going to do in there, and he will put everything on the line to cause damage to his opponent.
Deadly combo of crazy, but also calculated.
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater.
Earlier on, we saw the Hollywood Heritage title change hands. Former champion now Richie Slade losing the title to upstart Jordan Cruz. But if it hadn't been for Jack Banning, perhaps this man, the Golden Boy Jordan Clearwater, would still lay claim to that prestigious title.
You know, I absolutely believe he would still be champion, but I think that this whole ordeal with Jack Banning and Jordan Clearwater, it goes beyond the profession. This isn't a competition between these two guys anymore. This is a fight, and that's why they both had to be suspended and kept away from each other until we could get them in here inside the championship Wrestling Hollywood ring to lock up.
It's been a war of the body physically and a war of the mind as well. We saw that when Clearwater beat down Banning. He was smiling. I think he knew that he broke a little piece of Jordan Clearwater.
Oh, he sure did, and I think that suspension was apropos because I don't think we would have gotten anything done around here if these two were allowed anywhere near each other in recent weeks. But the separation probably only added gas to the fire of the animosity between the two.
Yeah, there is a lot of tension in the room between these two. You know, you had mentioned that maybe a piece of Jordan Clearwater broke, and I don't think a piece of him broke. I think we're seeing a new part of him that wasn't on the surface before, that Jack Banning was able to scratch deep enough to unleash the rage inside Jordan Clearwater that I've been trying to bring out of him for a very long time.
Laughing is Banning. You know, I think a piece of Banning might just broke with that huge Beal, and another one pillared a post all the way across the ring. Let's go over the rules, where there are very few. No pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes. You have to incapacitate your opponent where they cannot get to their feet by the count of 10.
My goodness, you're talking about breaking Jack Banning. I think he is beyond fixing. They should have left him locked up, and now Clearwater looking to just stomp the life out of him.
You know, I don't think you can physically break Jack Banning. He was just getting pounded on, and he was laughing. He enjoys this kind of matchup.
I think he enjoys bringing this out of Jordan Clearwater. Again, going back to my earlier point, I don't think there's not any part of me that ever would have thought that Jordan Clearwater would put himself in a situation where he gets suspended.
You know, I think the thing is Jack Banning likes changing people. He's that type of guy where he's bringing something out of Jordan Clearwater that a lot of people didn't realize was inside Jordan Clearwater, and I think to Jack Banning, that's a victory.
Well, and Banning is now looking for an equalizer. He's got a trash can there, metal trash can. I think Banning just despised the opportunities that Clearwater got. But he earned them. He earned the shots at the Heritage title. Banning thought it came easy to Clearwater as Banning was locked up and trying to, find work.
Blocked by Clearwater. Thank goodness. That could do some damage in the enziguri with the assist from that trash can lid.
Fantastic counter there by Jordan Clearwater. It's one of the things that we've been
working on. Got a count going.
And there you see that shot again. Picture perfect enziguri into the trash can lid, into the dome of Banning. Banning still smiling maniacally. I mean, how do you kill someone who just keeps getting up and enjoys it?
I think Jordan's doing the right thing by just trying to beat him down even more.
Again, it's all legal. Anything that the warp mind of Jack Banning can come up with, you can do in this last man standing match. But so far, it's Clearwater that's taking him to task.
Yeah, I get what you say there, James, but Clearwater has proven he can take himself to this level and he can fight fire with fire when it comes to Banning.
I think not only being able to fight fire with fire, but his technique is continuing to improve. This kid was a white belt when I first met him, and he has continued to evolve where his striking's on a whole new level. We saw with that counter to the counter when he landed that enziguri kick on Jack Banning.
I love that you mentioned technique in a matchup like this, but striking technique will come into play. You got to believe. Now Banning with that front facelock. We know how dangerous he is with the guillotine. It was the guillotine that cost Clearwater the title. Now spinebuster into the trash can.
Again, more preparation that Jordan Clearwater and I had done for this was being able to defend against that guillotine choke. And that right there was one of the defenses that we went over.
There you see Banning again. The count is on. Up to 5, halfway there.
Clearwater saying stay down. Oh, sort of invoking more from Clearwater. It says he loves that fire in his eyes.
And we saw in their first official encounter, you know, it was physical warfare, but it's also always verbal warfare by Banning. The clothesline up and over, both spill to the outside, and Clearwater continuing the full court press here, guys.
Clearwater setting up those steps for something.
He's setting it up to do some damage. I've been trying to bring this rage out of Jordan Clearwater for quite some time, and now we're seeing it in the violence that he is unleashing on Jack Banning.
You hear the thud of Banning's body and then the cackle of Banning's maniacal laugh to follow. This guy is just sick and twisted.
How scary is that when you just slam a guy into a set of steel stairs and he laughs?
He just keeps moving forward, and now the Golden Boy has got a table. I mean, I think you're going to have to completely knock Banning unconscious to stop him here, guys, because otherwise he's going to enjoy it and he's going to keep coming back for more.
You know, you might just have to do that, but I'll tell you what. I think that Midas touch could do it. I think the Midas touch can knock out Jack Banning.
I think you're going to have to send him to the hospital or the cemetery, as Clearwater likes to say, to put this guy away. Maybe send him right back to the funny farm.
Never has it been less hyper. Oh, he's going to get that choke on Clearwater.
Yeah, Clearwater's a little stuck in the ropes initially.
Using the power again. He used it before into the spine buster, and now Golden Boy takes him right into the post. Look out here, swing and a miss with the Midas touch. That's going to send shockwaves right to the knee.
Could have broken his foot, too.
Clearwater now down. That knee might be compromised here as he missed the Midas touch. He you know, was shooting his heavy artillery, and Blake, he was shooting blanks that time.
He was shooting blanks, but both these guys have been looking for the finish. We've seen Jack Banning multiple times now go for that guillotine choke. We've seen Jordan Clearwater go for the Midas touch. Both these guys are looking for a finish.
Battle on the outside here, and Banning back in control. Oh no, he's got the leg, he's got the knee into the post. Clearwater in deep, deep trouble. He can't get up if he can't stand. This matchup continues next.
The legendary Dave Brown returns to Memphis Wrestling, courtesy of Pro Shingle, a professional roofing company. Plus, Dave Brown returns to Call the Action, Sunday, May 16th. Tickets are on sale now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com. Our next free watch party at Dave & Buster's is WWE WrestleMania BackLash. Join us Sunday, May 16th. It's free to watch. Plus, you'll get a free game card. That's Dave & Buster's Wolf Chase.
An injured knee and no wheels, as you mentioned, is very detrimental in a match like this, because if you can't get to your vertical base, you can't beat the count. Suplex now by Banning.
Can't beat the count. You can't create that distance that often, you know, can turn the tide in a matchup, and now Banning enjoying every moment of this.
You know, Jordan Clearwater has fantastic mat skills as well. I'd like to see him maybe go for a single leg takedown here. If he's able to get on top of Jack Banning and keep this fight on the ground, he may be able to take the knee out of the equation.
And we heard the words there, James Banning saying, you know, you're going to have to put me in the cemetery. I've been to the hospital.
Yeah,
been there, done that.
Yeah, Jack doesn't want to go back, and that's, you know, maybe never has it been less hyperbole in order to get out of this last man standing match with Banning. I mean, I'm shook by how sick this guy is.
Again, anything and everything is legal. One big devil's playground for Jack Banning. He's got him isolated. He's got him on the dissection pan, but Clearwater digging down deep and fighting on in this main event, last man standing matchup. Wow, what a shot by Banning.
Man, Jack Banning needs to be very careful. This is a dangerous place for him, and Jordan Clearwater is preparing to toss him off the top rope.
And Clearwater's got to be careful though too. He's got a bum leg, and again, Banning's so calculated, so crazy, but also he always has some sort of sick strategy to employ.
I'm with you here. I don't know if Clearwater's got the stability in that knee or the power to brace and go for the superplex. Battling it off here.
Oh, God.
Look out. Oh, he's got him in position. Maybe thinking power bomb here. Can he
Hold on for dear life, Jordan.
Man, this has been a very dangerous battle between both competitors. I have seen both guys come very close to going,
low blow,
table.
and
Wow.
it's legal. It's as legal as a wrist lock, and he's got Clearwater in one hell of a bad position here, guys. Look out. He's hoisting him up. He's hoisting up the Golden Boy on his shoulders. Is Banning.
God.
What's he got in mind?
No. Oh, mercy!
Death Valley driver right through the table, and look at the sick smile on the face. Chef's kiss.
Wow, that's a psychopath right there. That is a straight psychopath.
And if it's a chef's kiss, it might be the last meal, the last supper here for the Golden Boy. There you take a look at it. Death Valley driver reducing that table to splinters.
It might be the kiss of death for Jordan Clearwater's career. The count here, last man standing, Banning, may have just finished Clearwater.
TK, this is hard for me to watch. I like this kid. That was a big slam off the top ropes, man. He looks like he could be seriously injured
Count
right
getting
now.
high.
It's up to 8. He's only got 2 seconds. I don't think it's going to be possible here for Clearwater. Race against the clock. He finds a way.
He's as tough as they come. He is as tough as they come.
Boy, that was close. Barely, James Kincaid. And he gets back to his feet, does Clearwater, only to be knocked down again.
If only for a moment did Clearwater manage to break up that count. Banning seeming even more sort of disturbed by that fact. I think he really thought that he was saying Clearwater to the hospital there.
If there is life inside Jordan Clearwater, then there is fight inside Jordan Clearwater. He will never quit.
What is Banning doing now? He's shrugging off the ref time to shush, maybe to stop counting, let him go to work.
And quite honestly, there's nothing the official can do about it because and Banning now.
What's he got? What is that?
Is it his ring
jacket?
gear, that Eat the Rich jacket he brought out here?
Looks like it.
Who knows what this one's going to say? Wait.
What does Banning have in mind? Is that Todd? I think
no,
that's a straight
no,
jacket.
sure is.
This looks familiar.
Oh my God.
It feels familiar to me. But it's anything you've never seen before.
Said this looks familiar, and you're going to see something you've never seen before. Banning is all too familiar with how to put one of these on a straitjacket, courtesy of the mental institution.
He's looking to take Clearwater deeper into Banning's world than I could have ever imagined. He's putting that straitjacket onto Jordan Clearwater, and Clearwater's defenseless right now. I mean, he's still reeling from going through that table. He's at the mercy of Jack Banning, and there's none to be found.
Unable to fight this off. You're right. He's pretty much hapless right now, and he's certainly going to be helpless if Banning can seize the arms and secure this thing, Blake. Blake, I can see Blake getting really antsy over here. I know it's tough.
This is going to be bad. I don't know what Jack Banning has in store, but, man, we've seen him do a lot of vicious things. And Jordan Clearwater, he's not entirely defenseless. He knows how to use his knees and he knows how to use his legs, but his arms are now out of this battle.
Yeah, but he's helpless. It's hard to even get back to your feet here if you can't, post off the mat or use your hands or arms in any way. He's a sitting duck. He's a wide open target.
TK, this is hard for me to watch.
He's defenseless right now. Oh, they still showing the ability to dodge.
Wow.
And to Blake's point, using what he's got available to him.
So he's used to using fists, elbows, knees, and kicks. He might not have his arms in the battle, but he knows very well how to use his arms, and he has fantastic kicks. Kicks that can finish the matchup.
Headbutts as well. Everything he's got. He's only got 3
he's biting him.
extremities to work with. Anything goes. And, I mean, And look at these. Anything goes, and these two are nose to nose. Unbelievable. Now into the post.
Again, Clearwater's just at such a disadvantage. I mean, give credit where credit is due. Now Banning has a chair, and Clearwater he can't block a chair with his legs, can he? I mean, he's stuck in that straitjacket.
Yes. Why, yes, he can.
Midas touch.
Yes, he can. Midas touch. And he, beyond all odds here, Banning's out. Look at this.
He's not getting up.
I think that chair ricocheted back into the face of Banning.
Count up to 4 now. How did he do that? Incredible.
Banning's not moving.
Jordan Clearwater's still in the corner, very hurt. This could be it, though. This could be it.
Counts up to 8. Clearwater was able to rally earlier. Can Banning up to 9? 1 second to go. He did it.
That's it.
Clearwater does it.
Here
Unbelievable.
is your winner, Jordan Clearwater.
When you're an armless man in an ass-kicking contest, you probably don't have the greatest odds, but Clearwater digs down deep. It comes down to the Midas touch.
TK, that was tough for me to watch, but I knew this kid had it in him. I knew he wouldn't quit, and that Midas touch brought the W home.
Beating the odds, showing his iron will, the Golden Boy prevails.
What a wild ride week 1 of Halston Body's Coastline Clash was. We'll see you next week